I'm Josh Williams, and I head up partnerships with banks and credit unions that are looking to solve the biggest problem in banking, and that's how you acquire new deposits and customers in a digital world. The challenge, even if you have the highest rates on deposits, is that if a customer goes and Google's highest rates, or if they look on traditional rate sites like Bankrate or NerdWallet, they're most likely not going to find your financial institution. And what's more, we know from our own research that over 60% of FIs don't have digital account openings, so if they did find you, they couldn't start that relationship digitally. CD Valet is an online marketplace that brings together consumers with community banks and credit unions, much like yours, so that they can shop for and open the best deposit offering for them nationwide based on term and rate. And the good news is, if you have competitive rates today, you're probably already showing up on CD Valet. I'm joined by Yatin Pradhan. He's our lead product manager for CD Valet. And today we're going to walk through how we provide the advertising, account opening, and analytics tools that FIs need to compete and win for deposits. And we're going to talk through a new offering debuting here at Finovate that gives FIs the ability to have a new lower cost of funds product offering. So first, starting with advertising. Over 2 million users already know that CD Valet has the best rates. Those savers know that when they come to CD Valet, they can customize their search, they can narrow it down to geography, they can filter by bank, credit union, or both, and they can provide their email if they want to get ongoing alerts and updates around what's happening in the market. Once they're on the site, they can do further filtering, looking at promotional, standard CD types. They can sort by minimum deposit, maximum deposit, term, and everything always shows by rate, highest to lowest, so they can see what the best savings option is for them. Now shifting to account opening. This is on our featured FI page, and what you're seeing here are those FIs that are already partnering on CD Valet to offer their customers the ability to start that relationship right in the site. We're going to walk through a couple different examples of how you can do that. The first is an example of for an FI that has digital account opening already and opens accounts nationally. Bankwell is a good example of this. They're using our Lead Direct solution. When a customer finds that rate and hits Open Now, as Yatin's showing you here, they're handed off to that bank's existing account origination flow and experience, and it's completely on them. That's one of the reasons that all deposits generated on CD Valet are retail and not brokered. All of the relationship is owned by you, the FI. Another example, Flagler Credit Union. As is often the case with credit unions and community banks, they might have geographic or seg-based requirements as to who can open a new account or become a new customer or member. So in that case, we have the ability to add, after that Open Now button, a form where we make sure that each consumer meets the requirements of that financial institution so that the customer doesn't go through the process only to find out that they don't qualify, and so that the FI is only paying for qualified leads. Now, as I mentioned, over 60% of banks and credit unions don't have any digital account opening today. We know because we track every single bank and credit union in the US, and that's how we've generated a database that's currently listing over 30,000 rates from 4,000 FIs. And so we built a digital account opening flow specifically for FIs that want to be active in this digital marketplace. We built it using Prelim, a best-in-class account opening solution provider, and this is a turnkey end-to-end customer opening flow. It covers all of the necessary disclosures. We complete IDV, we run check systems. Using eSign, they sign all of the account agreements. At the end, we get and authenticate their funding account, and we output a Nacha file so the bank can fund the accounts. And optionally, the bank can integrate that to their core so they could also have automated onboarding. So building on top of that account opening flow is what we're now going to introduce a new product. And if Yatin's going to go to our online Iris CD page. This is brand new. It's just gone live this week, and Seattle Bank is up and running and is now opening these accounts. This is the first experience that we've seen of a bank that has the ability to open an Iris CD completely online. Generally, it takes less than 20 minutes. It's a longer process because these are highly complex accounts. And currently, this space is really owned by the brokerage and wirehouses who have really taken most of this IRA business away from banks and credit unions historically. Now, banks and credit unions can use our solution and compete for this demographic. What we did in building this out was took the same platform that we built our regular CD account opening on and built in all of the necessary logic required to solve for the 42 different use cases that you can have when you're opening an IRA. There are things around whether you're funding directly from another IRA, whether you're funding it from a regular contribution, or it's a rollover. We solve for all of the community property state requirements with respect to beneficiaries, and have the ability for the customer to initiate that rollover from an existing administrator or plan sponsor. The importance of this is that you now can, one, provide a better experience to this high value segment. Two, because we built that logic into the account opening, you can lower your cost to serve this high value segment. And three, by competing on function and form rather than price, this is a way that you can go out with a lower cost of funds product. Finally, I mentioned analytics. Because we do track all of those rates, we've also developed the market intelligence tool, and that's a subscription-based service that FIs can log into and use so they can help structure and price their deposit offering in the market. So as you can see, there's a lot happening at CD Valet, and the bigger thing, though, is what's happening in the marketplace. Financial Brand reported a week or so ago in an article, I believe it was called the Term Savings Tsunami, that between July and October of this year, $950 billion of term deposits were going to meet maturity, and consumers were going to be out trying to refinance that. However, the same article mentioned that between now and July of next year, that's $2.5 trillion. Now, I checked with their CFO, that's a big number. It's so big, in fact, that I looked it up last night. If you added up auto loan, student loan, and credit card outstandings right now, that is $2.5 trillion. So that means we have tens of millions of customers who have savings products that are coming due, and they will be shopping to either replace or renew their CDs. Smart savers are going to be on CD Valet because they know we have the best rates. The smart FIs are also going to be on CD Valet, taking advantage of the advertising, the account opening, and the analytics that they need to capture those new deposits and those new customers to win in this digital world. Come find us at our booth to talk about how we can partner with you, or catch one of us in the green jacket. Thank you.